Okay, we're going to do some more Crusader Kings. Let's first have a look around and see if and what has been happening. We have a mighty Kievan Rus here, growing out in the east. I don't really know what has changed. Georgia seems big enough. The Cumans, I wouldn't know anything out here. I have never even played a game out here. Like in India, I have never played a game here. So I really don't know. That's a nice swastika you're having there. Yeah, it was an Indian symbol originally, a peace symbol. In Western culture it has come to mean something quite else, hasn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't know the changes here. The Byzantines are still holding on here, but seems like they're having some sort of trouble here. Revolts and stuff going on. And yeah, I think the Muslims are being pushed out of Spain now. No, they're doing well. They're still there. France has been doing surprisingly well. But we did take Zealand from them. Fraticelli uprising. Oh wow. That's an uprising, and the French are beating them. England is united and fine, they're looking fine. Denmark has been pushed back. Now if you can hear some scratching, that's my cat on the litter box. Yeah, Denmark has been really hit very hard here, and I looked at this before I started recording. They have a new king, King Harald III, the son of the devil. So yeah, that's a nice guy. And his father was the guy that our sister was married to. She's now dead. She was murdered in July last year. So that's a shame. This was a great king, but he was actually ripped apart by all these troubles. He didn't do very well in the war we supported him in, and his entire country got actually very much wrecked by diseases. They are having another disease right now going on there, but I think it's receding. It's the... what is that? I can't read that. Slow fever. Okay, it says in the tooltip there. Nice enough. We're going to continue with our own little project here. We're trying to usurp this guy's title and become the Duke of Meissen ourselves. So let's continue on with that. See what happens. Oh. Ah, yeah. Duke Otto sent me an envelope containing a rotten head of some no-name bard who allegedly was writing songs mocking me. Yeah, we've had this one before. He is a really unpleasant character, this guy. Yeah, that's distasteful there, Duke Otto. Really distasteful. We don't like that. We're a zealot. Oh god, this is not good. Successful jihad. The greatest has granted Caliph Abu Mansur al-Nizar victory in the jihad for Anatolia. That is not good. Cursed infidels. Let's have a look at that. Anatolia. Yeah, look at that. We do not like this. Where are the... no, the realms. Yeah, we don't like this. The Byzantine Empire is falling apart now. This is the Emperor, and they're having a revolt here too. Not good. The Byzantine Empire is like the bulwark, and now the Fatimids are coming in there. We don't like it one bit. I hope the Pope will call a crusade soon, because I want to go crusading too. I want to do that. It's one of the reasons I'm doing this Let's Play now. The Danish are losing again. Up here in Austria. I think there were some border changes here in the latest patch, but I couldn't tell. Here we go, here we go, here we go with the Crusades. The Roman Empire in the East, Byzantium, Christianity's firm bulwark. I even used the same word, didn't I? Against the Mohammedan infidels of the Orient is failing. The dire situation has convinced His Holiness Pope Alexander II to accept the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. This signals a new era of large-scale Christian holy wars, the Crusades. Now this is why we play Crusader Kings. The Knights Templar and the Knights of St. John. Oh, this is awesome. A new Christian military order has been founded by a small group of wealthy knights. The poor fellow soldiers of Christ of the Temple of Solomon, or the Knights Templar for short, have sworn to protect pilgrims traveling through the Holy Land. The Catholic Church fully endorses the order, and this will allow pious Catholic rulers to call on their aid, though they will only fight against the heretic and infidels. Nice. The Knights Templar, they were surrounded by some really weird stories all throughout. They established their headquarters at the what is now the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and that was said to be the Temple of Solomon. And according to the legends, they dug underground there and found all sorts of treasures and stuff. Later in history, they became the bankers of the early bankers of Europe, and as such they got very, very rich, and the French king actually had them arrested at the end there in 1309 or something like that. I think it was Philip II or 4th. I'm not really sure on that, but he arrested them, and according to legends then some of them got away and blah blah blah. It's really kind of very important, an important thing in all conspiracy theories and stuff, even to this day. And we have the Knights of St. John. A decree has been issued confirming the formation of a new religious military order, the Knights of St. John. The knights, who have already protected and cared for the sick pilgrims in Jerusalem for some time, now had the full weight of the Catholic Church behind them. Pious Catholic rulers, yeah, that's the same thing there. Yeah, and they were also really interesting. They actually kept hospitals going and stuff. And after the Crusades, they were forced out to Rhodes, which I think is here. I'm trying to tell a story here. To Rhodes, and the Ottomans later invaded Rhodes, and the Knights of St. John moved to Malta, where they stayed for hundreds of years until Napoleon came along on his way to Egypt and disbanded the order and took over Malta, which later fell into British hands and so on. Really interesting. They actually, the Knights of St. John, they actually performed piracy all throughout the Mediterranean, again aimed at the Ottoman expansion. The Ottomans tried to invade Malta in the 1560s, I believe it was, and they were badly beaten by the knights, who held out in their fortress there and called on Spain to come and help. And Spain was a superpower at that time, so yeah, I'm digressing again. How can I rely on my generals when their understanding of warfare is so lacking compared to my own? I could teach Meginward a thing or two. Yeah, Meginward, he is married to our the sister we like, and she likes us. We're best friends with her, and he kinda likes us too. So I'm going to teach him to be aggressive, like myself. We want to be aggressive. Meginward gratefully accepted my lessons on the art of war, with more generals like me who can stand against us. Excellent. Yeah, these holy orders are really interesting. We can now employ them. The Knights Hospitallers and the Knights Templars. They already have a contract with Kaiser Dietrich of the Holy Roman Empire, and that is our emperor, Kaiser Dietrich. He doesn't really like us too much. I could try and sway him. He's a von Wassenberg. Is he any good? He's groomed. He's a thrifty clerk. Chaste, patient, stubborn, just, diligent, but stressed. He's overall a kind of a good emperor, I should say. But I need to get the duchy, because he would make me a marshal or something. I'm sure. Yeah, the emperor would make me a marshal if I was a duke. I'm sure of it. Yeah, so that's nice. The crusades are starting. Let's see when the Pope calls for a crusade then. Because we are fighting in southern Italy against the Muslims as well. The Seljuks. Now Otto wants me to be a commander. I'm going to decline again because I want to take his throne from him. Seems like we're losing here, because they have a jihad going against Sicily as well. Or yeah, I think it was against Sicily. Yeah, we're losing. We're on the losing side here. So Kaiser, you should probably get your armies together and start doing something here, shouldn't you? 13,000 heathens standing here in southern Italy. The French are coming in here with a couple of thousand men. 8,000 there. It's not going to help. The Fraticelli uprising has been declared. Okay, so there's a Fraticelli uprising against our emperor now. A heathen, a heretic uprising. Army of Karel there in the Netherlands. Yeah, on the islands we took. It all sounded as another of Hedvig's paranoid delusions, but I had to agree when she invited me for dinner that the food had an odd taste and a rather strange lingering aftertaste. Someone might be trying to poison Hedvig. Oh, we don't want that, because we like her and she likes us. You need my help and you'll get it. That's what I would say to her, I think. I think that's the only answer. Okay. So we've arrested this guy. Whoever he was. Or the Emperor has arrested him. Duke Thibaut of Champagne. Okay, I don't even know what he did, but that's okay. Matilda the Bold, who are you? Of Tuscany. That's part of the Holy Roman Empire, isn't it? Throughout the day you've caught yourself grinding your teeth and being unable to focus on anything for long. Suddenly you realize why you have been in a bad mood all day. You just can't seem to abide having lazy people in your presence anymore. Okay. So Bishop Ludolf of Mulhausen is obviously being lazy. He has the flu and he's depressed. No wonder he's lazy. He's sick. It grinds my gears. Oh yeah, like in the Family Guy meme. But I might cause distress if I lecture people like that. I don't think I'm the kind of character who would actually chastise a sick man. I'm charitable, zealous, I'm humble. I wouldn't actually make it worse for him. So I think this is the way to go here. I could hear someone sneaking around inside and believed it to be a burglar. When I went downstairs I discovered Gisela opening one of my letters. Yeah, okay. Well, I am humble and patient. I don't think I would hit her. In the Middle Ages they would do that though. They would have been raising their kids with a very firm hand. So I think he would teach her to be less nosy, and then he gets the cruel trait. Gisela didn't react well to my way of correcting her behavior. I fear she is even more suspicious towards me now. So that cruel way to raise the child didn't work, and I hope Albert learned something from it. But now he's cool. Your Marshal Meginvard has initiated a massive recruitment drive. We like that. Also some coming along here. I should be his guardian myself. Go away from Earth. I want to be your guardian myself. We have a lot of kids, mostly daughters, and I'm really sad that she died, because she was very special, being ugly and all. Here's Gisela. But she's curious. This one is going to be very good. Let's have her own struggle, although she's a girl. Chest pains, I don't like that. So let's put her on struggle as well. What are you on? Oh, I can't make a focus for you yet, can I? Oh yeah, you are on struggle. Good. You're on thrift, and you are on thrift. Good. I'm thinking of a good way to sway Counter Rebo into liking me a bit more. What could possibly titillate the senses of a man like him, I wonder? I will send him a few courtesans. Prostitutes, you mean? A zealous man would not do that. That does not sound like a good idea. Because I'm zealous, I believe in God, and I'm a man of the church. Oh, Ida is pregnant again. Hope it's another boy. She's a lunatic. Oh, I like her. She's turning out absolutely awesome. Paranoid lunatic. Zealous. Charitable. Lustful. Oh, lustful lunatic. That must be wild there, Albert. You're a lucky man. Duke Otto sent me a long letter again, detailing all the repulsive and horrifying ways he punishes his enemies, telling me it could help me to learn to deal with my own detractors. Duke Otto apparently thinks this gruesome gift will make me like him more. That is distasteful. But I am cruel. But I think the zealous trait wins in all respects. It would do that. This is the Middle Ages. The word of God always wins. The word of God is the only truth. Okay, Otto von Weimar wants me to be commander again. I'm going to decline because I'm hoping to. Come on. Now he wants me to be counselor too. I'm going to decline because I want his throne. If this guy could actually start producing the claim. Bad news from Thüringen. My efforts to squeeze some extra taxes out of the population have met with resistance. The peasants are arming. Things are never looking up for old Albert here. And now Marquard died, obviously. I don't like that because I liked him. He died a natural death. He was only 59. He could have lived a couple of years more. We have to appoint a new steward then. Oh, he's a 7. That's an absolutely terrible guy. What if we actually invite someone? Of our religion and our culture and adult. Let's see what kind of stewards we have here. This guy is an 18. Marshal of Landeck, 24. Midas touched, temperate, greedy, just, paranoid. I like this guy actually. Let's invite that guy, because sometimes medieval rulers would actually invite people over to become their advisors and stuff. I accept your gracious invitation. Albrecht von Tyrol. Okay, let's put him into here then. There, now we've got a 16 guy here, and he's going to collect taxes. What are they doing, these guys? He's scheming, that's nice. He is hunting apostates. We like that, we don't want heretics around. You are training troops, Meginward. And you are fabricating the claim, which never happens. Important decisions. Shut the gates. Is there a... No. There's no epidemic around. So I don't know why we would do that. Recruit a core physician. That's what we need to do if we don't have one. Where did he go? Oh, it was the guy who died. What was his name? Marquard. Marquard died and we need a new court physician, so we're going to do that. Let's search for one. You have sent messengers to search for a court physician. Ooh! Look here, we can borrow 300 from the Templars. That's pretty cool. We can donate to them too. And to the hospitallers. Compose a book. Provided Count Albert possesses some knowledge of the world, you can choose to compose a work of literature. That's not something he would do. Search for Smith. I don't think we're going to do that. Nice. As he's growing older, I can see that Friedrich could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for the sake of Friedrich. Friedrich is who? Adalbert von Sommerschenborg. Who are you? Well, let's put you on struggle. I don't know who he is, but he's at our court for some reason. I don't want him to be ambitious actually, because he's not of our blood. So I won't actually care about him, because I don't even know who he is. Friedrich von Goseck, Agnes von Weimar. I don't even know who the kid is. One of your messengers returned with news of an old nun residing in the convent of Mühlhausen. The pious woman has worked for years in the leper colonies of Mühlhausen, where she licks away the where she licks away the pus in the patients. That sounds bad. And eats the scabs, something for which she has earned the name Carlotte the Holy. Yeah, that sounds so holy. If you were to donate a tidy sum to the convent, she would come work for you. Jesus, this game. That is a remarkable woman. I will make this donation. Yeah, that is a holy, holy woman. That is one holy woman. Carlotte the Holy. 41, she doesn't look old. Scholarly theologian, celibate, nun, temperate, wrath, envious, kind. Oh no. Bishop Ludolf died. Oh no. He was our court chaplain. They're dying now like flies here. Let's appoint another one. You're at 11. I like that. Caspar, the Bishop of Mühlhausen. Lots of holy people in Mühlhausen there. Yeah, he can hunt for apostates. Yeah, we have a lot of minor titles too. I'm going to give High Ammoner. Cupbearer. I know our son should have that one, but I don't think it's immersive to give a title like that to a 4-year-old. Court tutor. Your learning is very high. Uta. Hildegard. Yeah, if I don't have an assigned guardian, okay. So you are good. You should be our steward, but we can't have a female doing that. But you should be the court tutor. I don't have any commanders, do I? Why not? These are all crappy. Have my commanders all died? Where did the Ludovinger guys go? Where did they go? Oh. There's Berengar. Seems like they've moved away. Yeah, I had the Ludovinger guys when we went to war earlier, and now they've obviously moved away from court here. And that's a shame, because they were good marshals. Sorry, commanders. Okay, I have to end the episode here. The Crusades started, and I don't know what else we did, but at least the Crusades started. This hasn't proceeded any, but we'll see. I thank you for watching.